Thank you for choosing Axxess On Demand. Axxess believes in continuing education, and we create content to empower you to learn and grow anytime, anywhere. Let's get started.
In this video, we'll review the EVV or electronic visit verification process in the Axxess Home Care mobile app. To begin, we'll select our Home Care app. Enter our 4-digit passcode, which brings us to the schedule screen where we can see all of our upcoming tasks. To clock in and initiate the EVV process, we'll select the task dated for today. And from here we can see the client address, and because I'm within 1,500 feet of the service location, I have my button to clock in. If you've entered additional addresses, you can click on the arrow, and if they're at a different location than the primary, you can select that location if needed to clock in at a different location. We want to clock in at our primary, so let's select primary. If you notice, it says verifying location each time I come back to this screen, just verifying I, again, am within 1,500 feet of the primary address. To clock in, I'm simply going to select clock in. This initiates the EVV clock in. From here, I can see my visit timer, my verified time in, and if needed, there is a cancel button if you need to cancel EVV. I'm going to select no. At this point, you can go into the client chart, which we'll review in another video. You can document on the visit note if applicable, which again, we'll go over documentation on the mobile app in another video. You can also view any orders and care plans. And you can always close out of the app to provide care in any time you go back into the app. As a reminder, you'll have to enter that 4-digit passcode, and you'll continue to see that visit timer. As we can see, it's just turned to 1 for our task. When ready to clock out of the visit or shift, you'll select the clock out button. Once selected, you'll see the time in and time out, the scheduled information grayed out if that's selected in your company settings. We can collect client signature, or again, if you accidentally hit clock out and you're not ready to clock out, you can always select cancel task verification, and it's going to ask, do you want to cancel EVV for this visit? We can collect client signature by selecting collect client signature. I'll see that my end EVV location has been met, and I can either choose to collect the client signature or select client unable to sign. When selected, you'll be prompted to select a reason why they're unable to sign. And from here, you can go ahead and have them select that they confirm that you performed that visit note from on this day, from this time to this time. And you can either choose to do a voice recording for the client or collect a caretaker signature. If you select to do the voice recording, you can select start recording and state your name and date of service. So my client, Elaine Bennis, October 12th. Stop recording and submit that as your EVV signature. Now let's review if we did want to go ahead and sign. So let's go back, collect client signature, and this time we're going to actually collect the client signature. Again, they'll have to check these boxes to confirm that that employee performed that specific task on this day from this time to that time. They can sign with their finger. If they made a mistake, they can clear signature, or if they're ready to submit, select submit. And then one more time, select submit. And I can see success, you have completed EVV. From here, I can now see my verified time in, time out, my client signature. And if I select on my visit verification, I can see a map, the client address, and when the task started and ended by location. This concludes the training for EVV or electronic visit verification on the Axxess Home Care mobile app.
Thank you for joining our on-demand training today. Axxess is the only home healthcare technology company approved by the American Nurses Credentialing Center to offer continuing education credits and the most recommended home health software on Software Advice. You can watch more on-demand training videos through our industry-leading help center or at axxess.com, where you'll find tutorials, blogs, white papers, and answers to frequently asked questions. Axxess, empowering care anytime, anywhere.